Hello everybody, how are you all? This is Karthik Poovanam. I'm a leadership coach and author, and I'm entering in another amazing and wonderful jungle. It's filled with greenery, nice oxygen, so I'm going to get down and walk from a spot, and I thought I will include you all. Our life largely is determined, especially the quality of our lives are largely determined but what kind of memories we gift ourselves. What are the things that we will feel gratitude for? Look at this happy trees, and it largely depends upon that. Simply, what kind of a memory are we gifting ourselves? Are we gifting ourselves with good memory? Are we gifting ourselves with poor memory? What kind of stories are we telling ourselves? Are we feeling very limited and helpless, or are we feeling great within ourselves? These are the things that determine everything about our lives. And our lives are centered around the stories that we speak, are largely centered around the things that we say, are largely centered around what kind of a system we create within ourselves. And if we are creating a great system within ourselves, we will largely be able to do what we love doing. A system is a bundle of processes which you follow, a certain set of things which are non-negotiable, absolutely, which make you feel great, which make you feel nice, which make you feel wonderful, or will make you feel extremely amazing. This is unfortunately never ever said or shared by people anywhere. Nobody even talks about this. Nobody even shares a single word about these things. And somewhere we are losing our ability to feel great within ourselves. And no one is even telling us, hey, listen, we need to be feeling great within ourselves. We need to be feeling wonderful within ourselves. We need to be feeling absolutely amazing within ourselves. No one tells us about these things. No school, no university. Unfortunately, nobody says not even a single word about this. And that is where we have become totally bankrupt. Completely bankrupt, but in a very big way. And when I think about it, I often wonder what is the solution for all of these things. The solution is quite simple. Start living life. Start exploring life. The smell of the fresh eucalyptus. That is really great. And see, sometimes it's also important to take your car to such absolutely amazing places. I take it very regularly. Earlier I used to go to these concrete buildings and corporate offices, colleges. Those who know me know how many training programs I used to do. But now I go to these absolutely amazing spaces. Well, the situation that we are in all right now often gives us one great possibility. What possibility does it give us? Either we become victims and feel bad and terrible because a lot of internal changes needs to happen within the organization, also around the organization, or you take an opportunity to gift yourself good time. You gift yourself nice and vibrant time. Gift yourself that absolutely amazing atmospheres. This is something that you can always do to yourself. Unfortunately, are people exercising this? I really doubt, because our ability to experience a profound internal state is largely determined by our ability to think. The ability to think in a conscious way, the ability to think in a profound manner, in a systematic way, where we are able to understand, where we are able to know that it is very, very important for us to experience joy 24/7. It's also very important for us to subject ourselves to these absolutely amazing green environments. Unfortunately, these things are not deeply embedded within our system. And because these things are not deeply embedded within our system, they never dominate our emotional thought process. What dominates us is those things which we are deeply hypnotized. And what are we deeply hypnotized right from our childhood? We are hypnotized to become somebody in life, to either become an engineer, doctor, get status, respect from the society, earn money. All of these things are required, but at what cost? The fundamental essence of feeling joyful is never ever expressed. And what about the emotional chokes that you people experienced? What about those emotional fatigue you people experienced? What about those unexpressed feelings which were completely denied to you? You wanted to express a lot of things as you were growing, but somewhere you have been told to just shut up. You are silenced. And whenever you are silenced, what happens is you become more fearful. And this is exactly what happens in the family. The fear is deeply installed. In schools, what happens? The fear is deeply installed. You have to become an obedient student. You have to become a disciplined student. When you question out of curiosity, they'll tell you, they'll make fun of you. And all of these negative programming is designed fundamentally with one primary objective. And that's a great, great, vicious trap that has been laid by a lot of people. And what is that vicious trap? To make you a slave to the industry, to make you a slave to the system, to make your independent thought flow absolutely eliminated from your very intelligence. And when this absolute freedom, which everybody is denied, where everyone is capable of exercising this freedom, is totally denied to them, then what happens? You simply become a programmed zombie. And this is what is happening today. Everybody, you've created a system. No one is even talking about 24/7 joy. Nobody is even telling, why can't we live in a world where when I look at another human being, I will feel very, very joyful. I will feel very, very fragrant. And somewhere, no emphasis has ever been laid on relationships. Well, there is a certain process that you have to follow. And this is exactly what I share in my relationship course. And these things are never ever shared, never ever spoken. And they are completely, hidden from you. And only a very few people make use of it. Now, in my course, I used to price it around 70,000 and sell it to certain companies which are having 100 to 150 people in their organizations. And I found incredible changes, which in the way in which the people used to interact with one another. I shared with these techniques with so many people. And why I'm sharing it with you here in this video is simply because I feel somewhere relationships are very, very important for us. And the expression of our internal states in a full-fledged manner can only happen when we realize and exercise the power of vibrant relationships that we are all capable of. Until and unless we are able to rewire our internal states, until and unless we are able to rewire our internal emotional states in such a manner where we are able to bring out the best and offer the best to the people around us and to ourselves, I don't think we will be in a society where we will experience such great states. Where, if you want to look at another human being and feel great and not feel threatened, it's very, very important that the fundamental negative programming that has happened in every relationship is rectified. Until and unless the relationships are brought into harmony, I don't think we will be living in a society where we will feel great about each other's presence. This is something which I feel everybody should work for, everybody should work towards. And until and unless you work towards such kind of a life, until and unless you work towards such kind of a living, we will be far off from a world where we will not ever experience great relationships. It's very, very important, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that you take your time and your energy to experience profound relationships, because the kind of relationships you hold in your life determines the quality of your life in a very, very significant way. I repeat this. The kind of relationships that you hold in your life determines the quality of your life in a very, very significant way. Register this very, very deeply. The kind of relationships you hold in your life determines the quality of your life in a very significant way. The link in the description box below gives you the total solution and what you can do. Have a wonderful time, everybody, and let us create a world where we are feeling great within ourselves